goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Haskins. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Now on 2nd and 13, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Patriots take over.
I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all that hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him learn, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the game, on site. Red, free, red, tight, set the bar, take flight.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with Michel on the ground, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not that time for Watkins. Third down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Jameis again.
And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Gain of 14. First down, Patriots.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They'll throw again. Winston.
Open man is Asiasi, the tight end.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 14.
A gain of 13.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, Winston. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 10-yard line.
To the air again with Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Again, it's Winston. The quick slant caught.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Black 22.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Haskins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Willis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Willis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Winston. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First down, Patriots.
Jameis to throw it.
He'll fight his tight end here, Asiasi.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Winston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kenny Galladay, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Elliott on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Haskins.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 yards.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go, defense.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Number 26.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, Haskins. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way.
And I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
15-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now Haskins to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Here's Haskins to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
By number 23.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back into huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now a handoff working right. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
23.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Finding Knox there, complete. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's able to find Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
At the 35-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Haskins back to the air. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Winston. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, New England.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And a Patriot first down.
We are off to the 4th quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. D Ford in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
It's 2nd down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he finds a man on the crossing route.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off near his own 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's out to his running back, Michel. Well, the ball is out. Michel lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There he goes left side. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, and certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Following the fumble recovery, Haskins. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michel. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Winston Throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Taken down back at the 42.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Patriots, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.